Welcome back. Now we are going to continue our practice, and we saw the unit 1 practice. Now we are going to see about the unit 2. Remember that when I told you about unit 1, they were the most important topics, but every topic is important. You can expect a question on anything, so watching every video is important. So now the unit 2, again every topic is important, but I'm going to pick few topics which are very important and you guys need to study them. So the basic thing about this topic is that in unit 2 you are told about some technologies, and you might be given a question in which you have two technologies A and B, and you might be given some cost of, for example, coal. Like this is your capital, cost of capital, and the other thing you might be told is your wage, and then you will be told that what combination you can get if your total cost, or you might be told either the total cost, or you might be told the quantities of quantities of both the coal and the wage. Now you have to find out the total cost. So basically the concept of these technologies that we saw in this unit 2 would be linked with the ISO cost curves. So basically the ISO cost curves are very important for unit 2. We have studied them before as well, and we have to remember that the ISO cost curves are very important, and the concept of this diagram in which you have to choose which technology is better. You will be given question, and you can easily be asked that which technology A or B is better by using the concept of ISO cost curves, or the other concept that was used, that was about that there are 2 points A and B, and you can see when A is a better option because, for example, than C, because for the same units of output more input is required. So both are inputs. For example, here is input labor, another input would be capital, so I'm just writing input. So more inputs are required to produce same output. So this is another way of looking at it, but you might be expected a question on the ISO cost curves and the concept of technologies. So please work very hard on the ISO cost curves and how they are drawn. Basically we have studied all how they are drawn, so look at them again. And the technology part is also very important, in which you have to know how the technologies are chosen, as we have seen in the previous videos. So this is an important topic. So you need to know one thing, that what is a Skimterian rents. It is in unit 2 with the technologies, and spellings are very odd. Skimterian rents. So you might get tested on this. You might be asked what rents are these. They are the innovation rents. So innovation rents are actually the Skimterian rents. So the rents you get by innovation that we studied in the topic, you need to just look at the innovation rents, and that actually rents are called as the Skimterian rent because its name upon the economist Joseph Skimter. So this is another thing that you need to know. You might get tested because it was something that sometimes a little bit of theoretical question might be asked, so like this can happen. So as you can see, so the ISO cost topic and the technology topic is actually a very important topic, and you will get tested on them. So after that, the next thing that is very important is about the Malthusian economics, and after that many things are very important. Malthusian economics has some topics that are very important. The thing is that when you will be asked questions about Malthusian economics, you have to understand the concept. You have to answer them by using some specific terms like diminishing average product of labor. So I'm just telling you what terms are very important. We have studied them before. So look back and remember that these terms are very important. You will be asked a conceptual question, so it would not be difficult if you know about the things. It would not be that difficult. So you would be just know that what is the diminishing average product of labor, and you have to link these things with the production. So you have to link this with two things. There's one thing is production function. So the production function is very important. If you are asked to draw a production function, you do not have to draw any other graph except the production function, and you know that the production function is normally drawn in which you have some output. This is your output, and using some specific inputs, and you know that it's drawn mostly like this. So this is your production function, and you know that it's, if we draw a line from here and find out, that is the average product of labor. This is APL. If we draw a line from the origin to this to any point, that is your average product of labor. So you can see it diminishes. So the production function is showing that there is a diminishing average product of labor. So you might be asked to draw a production function to explain the diminishing average product of labor. So this is a good way of explaining it. And remember that if you draw a straight line from the origin to here, this APL can be explained to tell you about the living standards. This is a very good tool of telling the living standards without making any other diagram except the production function. If you are asked about the production function, you have to answer it through the production function graph. So this is another thing that is very important. And you know, if you just draw a tangent from any point, you can find out the marginal product of labor, or MPL, at that point. So that is another thing that you need to know, that at any point you want to find out the marginal product, you just need to draw the tangent from that point. That would be marginal product of labor, or MPL. So let's finish our video here, and we will discuss about this unit 2 more in the next topic and what topics are very important. Thank you.